And happy Wednesday, May the 15th, Hebrews 8, 7-13. For the first covenant had been faultless, there would have been no occasion for the second one, but finding fault with his people, he says, see, the days are coming, says the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not like the covenant that I made with their ancestors on the day I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt. I showed no concern for them, says the Lord, because they did not continue in my covenant. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, says the Lord. I will put my laws into their minds and write them on their hearts, and I will be their God, and they will be my people. And each person will not teach his fellow citizen and each his brother or sister, saying, know the Lord, because they will all know me, from the least to the greatest of them, for I will forgive their wrongdoing, and I will never again remember their sins. By saying a new covenant, he has declared that the first is obsolete, and what is obsolete and growing old is about to pass away. So the promised covenant. Now, through the prophet Jeremiah, God has promised a new covenant. God says, I will make a new covenant. Jeremiah is one of the prophets of the exile. Jeremiah works hard to warn God's people of the impending defeat and capture of Jerusalem and the people of God. He is often referred to as the weeping prophet because his messages all contain bad news. His is the message of the Babylonian captivity. God's people are ultimately being punished for their drift. Remember the first warning. Their unbelief, remember the second warning, rejecting their faith, remember the third warning, and ultimately we're going to get to the fourth warning that is just ultimately rejecting God for other gods. God makes a promise to subsequent generations. The promised covenant will be a new kind of covenant. It will be a covenant of the heart and of the mind. The law will no longer be a law written on tablets. It will be a law written on the hearts and minds of God's people, and they will know it. As we consider forward the promised new covenant, we better understand the new heart and new creation promises of the new covenant because we know Jesus, the high priest of the new covenant. Whew, this is deep. See you tomorrow.